Hey, how's it going everyone? Just as promised, today is the launch day of my new Bootstrap 5 course. Now this is a course completely done from scratch, so if you don't know anything about Bootstrap, then this is the perfect course for you. Also, if you are familiar with Bootstrap 4 or previous versions, then you can refresh your memory, and there are a couple of new things added to it, just as I will show you in a couple of minutes. So because this is the launch day, I will include a couple of coupon codes. They will be down in the description below. So with this being said, hope you enjoy the course, and I will leave you with my presentation. So see you in the course. Bye, take care. how's it going? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Norbert, and I wish to welcome you to my Bootstrap course. This is a complete guide on the latest Bootstrap technology, and not only that we're going to go over and explain each and every component in this course, but you will also leave here with a bunch of real-life projects to add to your portfolio, so yay! So who is this course for actually? Well, it's for each and every front-end or back-end developer who wish to extend their toolset. Because at the end of the day, Bootstrap is just a tool that makes your life easier. It's also for WordPress developers, and it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or advanced, Bootstrap will always be helpful, believe me. And also, if you just want to have some projects underneath your belt or to add them into your portfolio, then this course is also for you. Okay, so what should you bring to the table in order to go through this course? Well, not much actually. A basic HTML5 understanding and also a bit of CSS will go a long way. You actually don't need any JavaScript. You're going to use a little bit of JavaScript, but it's actually just copy and paste. It's right there in the documentation, so do not worry about JavaScript. And also you don't need any previous Bootstrap knowledge to go through this course, because I'm going to take everything right from the start, so actually right from scratch. Okay, so let's talk about Bootstrap. What is Bootstrap? Is the boot? Well, no. It is an open source front-end framework for fast web development or testing prototype for diverse JavaScript applications. I actually constantly use this when I just want to throw something together and I just need an easy UI. But there are also other frameworks out there. There are a lot of CSS frameworks, and you could as well create your own custom framework if you are so inclined, but you also need a lot of time to do something like that. I actually started creating one, but as I said, a lot of time, which we don't have, and as you know, time is irrecyclable, so you're not going to get back that time. So I would suggest to learn a couple of frameworks, stick to whichever you like the most, and just move on with it. Oh, and really short about that framework that I started to create. I used Sass, and we're also going to use Sass within this course, Sass or CSS, but we're not going to learn the complete Sass technologies. It's just outside of the scope of this course. But if you wish to learn more about Sass or really learn Sass as a technology, because it's quite used out there, then I would suggest you to definitely check out my course, which I will link in the upcoming lecture. So now comes the question, should you or should you not learn Bootstrap, and if you should, why should you? Well, first of all browsers are compatible, so you don't need to type out multiple CSS code for different browsers. If you're familiar with this, you know that we need to type out different types of code for different types of browsers, which can get annoying, and at the end of the day, it helps for fast development. Another pro is that it is extremely easy to learn, as you will see in the upcoming sections, and then apply your knowledge to the projects. And I truly believe that at the end of this course, you should be able to build whatever project you wish with some basic tools, and of course, referring to the documentations here and there. Because nobody knows this kind of things from the top of their head, they constantly check out the documentations here and there. And last but not least, also, if you lack the designer eye or the designer UI skills, as mostly I do, then Bootstrap will make your life much easier because it's beautiful right out of the box. And of course, it is completely responsive, so you don't have to deal with that much media queries at the end of the day. And of course, well, it's kind of easy to make money with it if you're really good. If you master it and start making templates for custom websites and also WordPress websites. But I would recommend increasing your knowledge with Sass, because it will make your life so much easier when you just need to change up things to give them your own touch and take out that Bootstrap feel from the web page. As you will see later on, if you're going to encounter a web page, you're going to say, that's Bootstrap right there. So it's pretty easy to recognize that kind of websites, and that's why I would suggest learning a bit of Sass and just changing up things. Also, if you want to get in touch with me later on, then I'm all over the place. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and also there's a blog that I have where I post a lot of things. Okay, so let's take a short course overview. And let's actually talk about what this course will contain. So we are now in the About section, but the next section is where we're going to start installing or setting up Bootstrap. We're going to learn about typography, text, colors, spacing, which is just including margins and paddings, sizing, positioning, and breakpoints and containers. Now, as I said, that section is the basics of Bootstrap. The next section is flexbox and grid system. I'm not going to explain what flexbox and grid is. This is completely outside of the scope of this course. That's for basic CSS. So if you wish to learn about that, I also have a CSS course out there. But what we are going to do is go for the system, which Bootstrap actually composes containers using flexbox and grid system. Now the fourth section is components and icons, and I think I'm going to take out icons and make a completely separate section of it. But the component sections is going to be a larger section. We're going to start off with accordion components, then alerts, badges, and breadcrumbs. So this is just simple components, okay? Then we're going to go to buttons and button groups. Then we're going to learn about cards, carousels, drop-downs, list and list groups, models, navs and tabs and navigations, popovers, off-canvas, pagination, progress bar, scroll spies, spinners, tooltips, woo! A lot. And after that, we're going to move on to icons. Now, before Bootstrap 5, there was actually no way to include, well, Bootstrap icons. We would use something like Font Awesome. I'm also going to show you Font Awesome later on. We would integrate Font Awesome in our pages, and we would use Font Awesome icons. Now, Bootstrap, since Bootstrap 5, included icons, Bootstrap icons, so we're going to use them. After that, we're going to learn about Sass and CSS, and we're going to decompose our Bootstrap by first of all integrating it in our projects and then modifying it. And then we're going to fill everything up with projects. I'm thinking about 5 projects for the start and adding a couple of them later on. So yay, fun times ahead. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the overview. See you in the next one. Now, what will you learn at the end of this course? Obviously, you will learn web design and web page structure, and also development features to enhance the user's experience by striking a balance between functional and aesthetical design. And of course, we'll also make sure that web page design is smartphone compatible. And last but not least, keeping the brand consistent throughout the whole design, which personally I think is one of the most important things in front-end web development.